Who's heard about Maldek? Anyone here know about Maldek? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a ghastly tale, but it's a true one. You know, we were all born on a planet called Maldek. So this is where we have to get into reincarnation. I hope you can accept it, most of you. If you don't, read up about it. You can read up about it all over the place, and we can give you some areas to go to. Maldek was a beautiful planet orbiting between Mars and Jupiter, and we were on it about 18 million years ago. And it was a pretty good place to live. The climate was good, food was good, living was easy. We had robots doing all the hard chores. We had the priests, we had the scientists, and we had the usual problem that mankind still seems to have. Some people wanted power. And to cut a very long story short, because again, this could be a whole lecture, there was a war, and they exploded an enormous hydrogen bomb, and this hydrogen bomb had every part of the atom. When we killed so many Japanese with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, we used 1/2000th part of the atom in that particular bomb, those particular bombs. So this was an enormous one compared with what we had. And the whole human race, as it was at the time, the whole Maldekian race, was blown to smithereens. The whole world was blown to smithereens, and it is now a bunch of lifeless rock orbiting between Mars and Jupiter, and we call it the asteroid belt. So that is an incredible crime that is on our shoulders. We killed a planet. A planet is a highly advanced being, as is the Mother Earth. The most holy thing you're likely to touch in your lives is the Mother Earth beneath your feet. Again, I'd have to go into great detail as to why mankind didn't end up on any of the other planets, but sufficient to say that for various reasons they were far too advanced. We wouldn't have been able to live on them. And the Mother Earth was approached, and she had to give her permission for these microbes to come back and live on her back and start their evolution all over again. Adamic man was living on Earth at the time. Adamic man had to agree to move on elsewhere. They were a highly spiritual, highly evolved race, and some of them agreed to stay behind and help these humans that had just wrecked a whole planet and their own lives. And gradually they worked their way up to so-called civilization, and that was Lemuria, which some of you may have heard about, or Mu, M-U, largely in the Pacific. Places, I think, like Easter Island are leftovers of that. What happened? We got to the same stage, and I'm cutting a long story short. Another bomb was detonated. They were not allowed to destroy the Earth. The powers that be up there would not allow the Earth to be destroyed, but she was knocked on her axis. Terrible floods and conflagrations. Many people died and drowned. And the next time round was Atlantis, which more of you will have heard of. And again, a third time, the same thing happened. Again, there was an axis flip. And here we are the fourth time round. Are we going to be stupid enough to do it again? And all the early messages that Dr. King brought through in the 50s, late 50s and early 60s were, stop mucking about with atomic power, you don't know what you're dealing with. We can measure 7 different octaves of atomic energy. You can only measure 1 with your Röntgen counters. Don't even use it for generating electricity. Preferably don't even use it for X-rays. You're not only polluting yourselves, you're polluting the Earth, and some of your muck is coming out into the atmosphere and is getting through into the solar system, and we don't like it. So apart from telling us not to kill each other, that was their second strongest message, and perhaps their other strong one was, whatever religion you are, go back to basics, because there is only one God.